Sup Tooms, welcome to the Cyberpunk 2077 review video. For this episode, I'm going to talk about my favourite and the most nova parts of the game to help you understand my love and addiction to the game. To start, I have to talk about the Phantom Liberty DLC, which arguably has to be one of the best game DLCs to date. It has improved and added so much to the game, from romances to combat to even the graphics. It was essentially an overhaul of the entire game. But the real reason for me mentioning the Phantom Liberty DLC is for the story and characters. The story is such an improvement to the main game. Now, don't get me wrong, the main story is phenomenal, but Phantom Liberty is just something else. The excitement I feel when I get that call to start the DLC is something special. The missions are superior and so much more fun, and not to mention the characters, specifically Solomon Reed, played by Idris Elba, the legend himself. Cyberpunk has given me so much more respect for Idris. The role he plays is incredible and he does it so well. And Alex, oh my god, I love Alex. Her role is so special and I love her in the story. Both her and Idris play ex-partners who work for the corrupt government that is the NUSA, led by Rosalind Myers, the president. It's so intriguing and really special to see the ways they interact after not seeing each other for 7 years after an op went bad. It really is something special to see the way the characters are. Now, I can't really sit and talk about Phantom Liberty this whole video. I mean, I could, but there's a lot more to talk about. To start, the combat. There are so many weapons and character build choices, from body builds to intelligence builds. Anything that floats your boat, really. I personally prefer a body build, as being able to pick up an enemy and throw them is just so comedic. Weapons-wise, I like throwing knives and pistols. Throwing knives are really fun, especially with the juggler perk. To be able to throw a knife at an enemy and then instantly get it back if they're eliminated is so fun to use, and overpowered I might add. And pistols just feel so good to use. The sounds, the damage, everything about them is just really fun and satisfying compared to other weapons. Now on to the main plot. Johnny Silverhand, terrorist or savior, the man who quite literally nuked Arasaka, the corrupt corpos of Night City. But it depends who you ask. Some see him as a hero, some see him as the devil. For our character, he's a mix of both. While on one hand, he's our talking brain tumour that's slowly overwriting our own conscious and killing us. Whereas on the other hand, he's the only reason we're still alive. Without him, we would be rotting in a garbage dump. Really though, Johnny's a weird one. He's a hard one to get around, and he goes from wanting us dead to seeing us as a friend, really. To really understand though, you should really go and play the game yourself. I can't really explain everything. It's a hard one to get around and think about. So, go and play the game yourself. Now, romances. You get 2 choices per your gender that you choose at the start of the game. As a male, you can go for Panam Palmer or Kerry Eurodyne. While both are great choices, while as female, you get the choice of Judy Alvarez or River Ward, and in my opinion, Judy is definitely the best option. Now, I understand people have preferences, but I really do feel that Judy is the best choice when it comes to romances. She goes from just a basic BD artist who you meet through Evelyn Parker at the start of the game, to then being one of the most interesting and great people to spend your time in Night City with. Now for my final point, I'd like to ask you, dear viewer, a question. Quiet life or a blaze of glory? Real ones will understand that. Later now.